Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder. And I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant. Okay.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
I think that's a plot point in quite a few shows, I think.
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence.
Yes. Stories! I knew I recognized his voice. That voice.
Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data, and finally...
deduce the real cause of death.
Oh, well. Get that, because that's there.
Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud.
I'm picking these up because they're there.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
Right, well, we've got this mug.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
There's no such thing.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Oh dear.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches. The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
Yoink. Yeah, so that's probably the same as in the
There's no doubt the victim
coffee.
lost a lot of blood.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Just 2 more clues. Hello. There's no footprints. There's these muddy shoes, but no footprints. Oh, cash.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Okay, so there's one more. Oh, there we go.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker.
Okay.
She'd worn it ever since.
Right.
I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Okay.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it.
Okay, so
How do I know the victim didn't slip?
I think is it boots and wet floor? I think because the glasses don't make any sense, and the sweater and the pool of blood don't make any sense. It's the boots are wrong. There's no footprints for the muddy boots, but also yeah, it's wet and squeaky clean. So they must have been placed there, maybe. I have to hold.
The victim's boots are filthy.
Yes. Where are the footprints?
They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor.
Yes.
So where are they?
Indeed.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
Yes. I'm a great gumshoe. This is true. We know this from other Let's
Okay,
Plays.
that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
Coffee and the mouth. Coffee. Deadly but delicious. Smells of burnt matches.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup.
Indeed.
It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer.
And it's the mouth.
same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Yep.
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here.
Yes.
This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Okay, we don't know this bit.
Jenny?
The gardener enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
Uh-oh.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Ruh-roh.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth.
Depending on the questions we ask. And the answers we get.
Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue.
Woohoo!
So have a light lunch.
That's probably what.
The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
What? Change sticker? No, we'll stick with that one, I think. Could I add another one? Yeah, let's add a magnifying glass. There we go. I think that's fine. Could do no, that's fine. That's fine. Great detective never
A
gives up.
new journal meant new adventures.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mum. Ah.
She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
I can decorate this page as well. No, I don't think that's appropriate. Change page. Wait, what? Where have they come from? I thought they were on the front. Whatever.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Uh-oh.
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing.
Yes.
Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Uh-oh.
Crossed arms.
Oh dear.
Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get
Emotional.
The horror.
I've really gotta go.
no, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer?
No.
A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
What expertise? No offense.
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow, the case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
Probably very well practiced. Well, I'll help.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Huh?
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers.
Good grief, we're playing a mad woman.
Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
This is mean.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
No, motive.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
Wait, but no, asking questions leads to the truth.
And try to stay out of trouble.
This is a video game, there's no chance of that.
When do I ever get into trouble?
I'm gonna go all the time based on the way your mum's acting. That smile does not convince me.
All right, let's find these papers and get out of here.
Woo, out of here. Woo.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mom.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations.
Oh,
And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
yes, I would agree with that. Cool.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Okay, let's find papers if we can.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts.
Yes.
You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Always thinks like a killer. Okay? Always trusts their instincts, always follows the evidence, always turns in their report on time. Essay on decapitation dismembered and due next week. Never makes it personal, never reveals their hands to you, never leaves their coffee unattended. Never ever. Oh, always knows when to ask for help, never makes assumptions. Do I have to look at this? Because there is something down here.
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking, see if there's anything else interesting.
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment.
Let's have a look.
Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
Okay. Not my problem. Okay, looking at the journal, maybe it is my problem. Or will be my problem. Okay.
Found you. Time to get out of here.
Let's go. Off we go then.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
I think so. Let's just go. I think we've got everything. We've been backwards and forwards on both sides.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Gumboldt College. Good grief, what's going on?
What the?
I agree.
What a mess. I should investigate.
I should. Let's. Bit of paper. Arthurton.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
Case of the puzzling postcard. There's nothing else to look at.
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos.